Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this channel. Hope you're doing good. The KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi is being accused of misconduct, abduction, and procedural irregularities, all linked to a high stakes kidnapping case from 2024. At the heart of the scandal is a seized Mercedes Benz, a Rolex watch, and 53,000 rands. The accused lawyers, Ricardo Arcangeli, says that the seizures were unlawful and that Mkhwanazi abused his authority. But here's where it gets murkier. Just weeks ago, Mkhwanazi dropped a bombshell accusing senior police officers, politicians, and even judges of protecting criminal syndicates and obstructing justice. Our President Ramaphosa, was forced to act, placing the Minister of Police on special leave and launching a judicial commission of inquiry into the claims. The matter is related to an IPET investigation in which KZN top cop General Mkhwanazi and several police are facing serious allegations, including abduction, torture, arson, perjury, and illegal extradition. Advocate Ricardo Arcangeli, representing Ismael Malodi Ramos Nengi, Stefani Pereira da Costa Bright, and Samkeliso Honest Mlocha, accused Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi of misconduct and procedural irregularities. Nengi, Stefan Pereira da Costa Bright, and Samkeliso Mlocha were accused of participating in a September 2024 kidnapping and robbery of a businessman, Zak Desai, and demanded 35 million from him. However, the charges were abruptly withdrawn on January 22, 2025, leaving the accused and their legal representatives to allege procedural irregularities and unlawful conduct by the police. Zak Desai, one of the owners of Desai Cash and Carry in Kwadukuza, was taken by force by suspects driving a silver VW Polo after a night prayer on the 9th of September 2024. The suspects fired several shots while others attempted to intervene during the kidnapping. More than 5 months after he was kidnapped, the businessman was released. His release came 2 weeks after the charges were dropped against the three people who were arrested for his alleged kidnapping. The three people arrested were 2 Mozambican nationals and a South African police officer. According to Nengi's affidavit, while traveling from Mpumalanga to Johannesburg, as they approached the Craft Road interchange near Benoni, a white VW Golf 8 and a BMW forced them to a halt. They pointed guns at us, meaning the police. They forced us onto the ground, covered our heads, and failed to present an arrest warrant. Nengi recalls neither the assailants, allegedly a mix of police officers and private security operatives, nor their vehicles were marked. What followed, according to both Nengi's account and the police investigation, was a harrowing ordeal of physical and psychological abuse. The pair were taken to a private residence in Houghton, Johannesburg. The following is a description of what happened according to Nengi. Nengi claimed that their clothes were cut off with knives while handcuffed, causing injury, and none of their possessions, cell phones, cash, or Nengi's Mercedes Benz were properly inventoried into official SAPS registers, a breach of standard police procedure. Nengi described the torture as relentless. He says interrogators demanded information about a supposed kidnapping, brandishing a photo showing him dining with one Homin Ho in Durban earlier that month, and accused him of purchasing airtime for use in extortion, a charge he denied. They beat and tortured me, including private part torture with garden shears, Nengi alleges. When he refused to unlock his cell phone, he says, I was choked, a water-filled plastic bag was placed over my head. After 1 or 2 hours of torture, I unlocked the phone. During this ordeal, Nengi was forced to call his wife, with his captors threatening her, demanding to locate Juminho or return me in pieces. Meanwhile, Nengi's associates were separated from him and transported to Mpumalanga for further interrogation. According to both accounts, the torture resumed on November 20th, hanging upside down and water tortured. Nengi writes in his affidavit. The police report corroborates that the victims were held for most of the night before being transferred to other locations, including Matsulo near Mozambique border and ultimately Kwadukuza, KwaZulu-Natal. One victim required hospitalization due to the extent of the injuries sustained from the torture. The abuse did not end with interrogation. On December 9th, 2024, Nengi, his associate, and a third suspect, an SAPS officer, were allegedly taken from prison and driven to a private farm near Kwadukuza. There, Mkhwanazi and members of the complainant's family reportedly confronted the suspects directly. According to the police report, it alleged that Mkhwanazi told the officers, "You should have committed suicide." Two of the suspects, including Nengi, were then severely tortured again, this time in the presence of Mkhwanazi and the complainant's family. The police allegedly confiscated Nengi's Mercedes Benz, yet it was later found burned in Pietermaritzburg despite recorded as being in SAPS custody. The car had been booked into SAPS 13, meaning it was in police custody at the time, notes the internal report. Evidence strongly suggests the police were responsible for destroying the vehicle, constituting arson, a serious offense carrying a minimum sentence of 15 years if convicted. Further, officers are alleged to have burned down the house of the third suspect in Matsulo during a search, though he was not present at the time. According to the police report, documentary and eyewitness evidence has been secured, including SAPS registers, occurrence book entries, and hospital records and border post documentation. Confiscated property remains missing, Nengi claimed. Despite multiple legal requests, my property remains withheld despite legal requests to Captain Enoch. He lists 2 cell phones, watches, 18,000 in cash, and the Mercedes Benz among the missing items. A subsequent raid on Nengi's midstream home, allegedly conducted by the Hawks without a warrant, resulted in further property seizures and detention of his wife. The confidential police report recommends charges against those implicated: 3 counts of torture, 2 counts of arson, multiple counts of perjury, kidnapping and obstruction of justice, violation of constitutional rights, and unlawful cross-border extradition. It urges that a firm, independent, and courageous prosecutor be appointed, and the whistleblower warns, "If formal charges are laid, I will seek protection as this matter implicates high-ranking individuals within the SAPS." IPAD spokesperson Lizzie Shuping declined to comment on this case, saying President Cyril Ramaphosa has constituted a commission to investigate allegations involving police services and other enforcement agencies. Now, going through this article, I asked myself a few questions. Is this just a distraction? Is this just a cover up, or just SAPS being SAPS? Is this genuine investigation or well timed distraction? Just a plot to shift public focus, or a tactic to frustrate and discredit Mkhwanazi? Because clearly nothing says clean governance like going after the whistleblowers. Please let us know your thoughts down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spectrum of Truth, where the truth has no safe house. And please don't skip those ads. Thank you for your support. See you on the next video. Bye.